Oklahoma City. Tour is happening. I am having the best time ever. We are having so much fun. There's a little drama this morning, but what is a trip without a little drama? But tonight we are in Oklahoma City, and I'm so excited. And I guess when this episode airs, I will be in St. Louis, which I'm also really excited for. Brett is coming and Trudy is coming because that is Trudy's hometown. But yeah, tour is great. I'm having a great time. I have this new thing where I stand on the stage and make everyone take photos of me, like I'm on a red carpet. And actually, let's cut that. That's for, well, why would I cut that? I've already posted that. I am a little manic, if you guys can't tell, just a little. So much so that Zach has asked me, hey, are you taking your meds? I don't know what's going on. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have a call with a new psychiatrist. Sometimes I just feel like with psychiatrists, it's like you're just like pushing drugs onto me. Like, you know, in Mean Girls where the Tina Fey's like, I'm a pusher. Like, that's like what these psychiatrists feel like to me. Like, I'll talk to them for 5 minutes and they'll be like, okay, so this is what I'm going to prescribe you, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, but you don't even fucking know me. Like, how are you going to give me all these meds? You don't know me. That is something wrong with the American pharmaceutical system. And I think it's actually incorrect. And I'm not afraid to say it. So, okay. I'm having fun with this though, for sure. What else is up with me? If you guys are listening to this on Spotify or Apple, I have been uploading tour vlogs. Well, we just did week 1, and it's really funny, and I like it. So give it a watch whenever you get the chance if you want to. Tonight on Therapuss, we have Lynch. He is very gorgeous and extremely talented. He is one half of the Driver era, and they are gearing up to release their new album, which is amazing. I was able to listen to it. It is incredible. And I think we honestly like hung out for so long during this. This episode really felt like a hangout. We're very different people. He loves nature. I'm not, you guys know, I'm like connected to my phone. Like I'm not really in touch with nature, but he was really able to tell me why nature was important and why we should all go touch grass. And I really think you guys are going to like this episode. My OCD is telling me to redo that, but I'm going to keep that for you guys, okay? I love you, pussies. Go to passthatpuss.com and see if there is a show near you for Live with Jake Shane. It is really, really fun. I've been loving doing these shows, and meeting you guys in person has been amazing. And enjoy the episode. I love you, pussies. Hi, pussies. Welcome back to Therapuss. Today, we have the one, the only. I say that for every fucking guest. It's actually diabolical.
Well, there are one and only. You know, everyone's
right.
A one and only version, I feel like.
Lynch is here.
What's up,
Yay!
pussies?
So, Ross.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know. What's up with you?
Nothing much. It's a beautiful day. Southern California.
Wait, I think I have that same exact watch.
It's like the only nice watch I have.
Is that retro?
It's like 60s.
Never mind.
I just got it recently, actually. I was in London.
No, yeah, mine's not cool like that.
Oh.
You were in London? What were you in London for?
I was touring.
How's that?
It was great, honestly. We just did like a European run, which is so fun because it just feels like a little more exotic. You're like
right
in European cities. And
do you prefer European shows to American shows?
Not necessarily. I think that touring is just a little bit more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're in new cultures every day and like different languages, different people.
Right.
And just like the rich history of Europe is always fun to be in.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, like people are stylish over there.
So stylish. You're pretty stylish.
I was because I was just in Europe. I'm like, dude, I want to.
Checks out.
You know. But yeah, no, I don't know if the shows are any different. To be honest with you, like our crowds are pretty great across the board.
Do you have somewhere like that's been your favorite place to play so far?
Honestly, Paris is up there.
Paris is up there?
Yeah.
What do you love about Paris?
It was partially the venue. It's partially some of the experiences that I've had in Paris. It's just kind of like. That's probably the city I've spent the most time in Europe. So I just have a lot of great memories there. And I like know a few spots now. And
correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a song on the album about Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is. It's called Don't Walk Away.
Right.
Yeah, it actually opens with that, yeah.
What inspired Don't Walk Away?
Like just a little relationship I was experiencing for a moment.
In Paris?
Yeah. And it was great. Didn't end up working out, but it's a really good time and it's a dear memory.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, you've memorialized it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, okay, so how long has the Driver era been together for? It's you and your brother.
Well, I mean, me and my brother have known each other our whole lives.
Right.
So there's that. But we've been doing this for like 6 years now, since
6 years.
2018. Yeah.
Okay. And
7 years, I guess. Wow, time flies.
time does fly. We were just talking about that.
I know.
Where were you guys born?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah, Littleton, Colorado.
Does your family still there?
Some of my family is, yeah, but most everyone's in LA now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you guys all move out here when you started doing Disney stuff?
We moved out here a few years prior to that in hopes of like being in the entertainment industry.
Right.
And we like started a band and we were like doing like auditions. I was in like Kids Bop commercials and shit.
Were you really?
Oh yeah, I did like all of this random stuff prior to Disney Channel. I like had my first kiss in a short film with this girl named Posey. Yeah, just like I don't know. We literally like kind of wild. Like I come from a big family dynamic, and we would just like do that long road trip from Colorado to LA in like a 15-passenger van, and we'd like flip the seats around so we could like made makeshift beds in the car, and we did that road trip probably like 10 times, just in like hopes of like.
Do you miss doing the road trip? Do you ever do it still?
My mom just did it actually with my sister and her kids. My sister has 4 kids.
Oh no way!
And the oldest isn't 4 yet.
Isn't 4?
Isn't 4 yet.
So she's had 4 kids in 4 years.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
They're the cutest kids too. They're honestly like some of my favorite people alive.
Is she done having children now, or is she like?
I think she wants 6.
No way.
Yeah. But like I said, like we come from a big family dynamic.
Right,
like it's like
how many siblings do you have?
There's 5.
Right. 5
in my family. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm saying?
A little.
No. It's part of the culture of our. But it's There's another word for it.
Like, what is the vibe of the word you're looking for?
I think it starts with a T.
T. And what is like the vibe?
The vibe is like it happens off. It's like it's part of like
tradition.
Tradition. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like tradition.
Okay,
know?
it's tradition
In
to
a
have a
way.
lot of children. Do you want a lot of kids?
I might.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we'll see. It's so hard to like. I feel like every time you like talk to like a parent, they're like, "You're never gonna be ready."
Right.
So I definitely don't feel like I'm ready by any means. But I guess you're never gonna be ready.
I guess. I feel like I'm never. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29?
Yeah,
When's your
how old are you?
birthday? 25?
Okay, December 29th.
So you are a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn. Yeah. What are
Okay.
you?
Scorpio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rocky's a Scorpio. My brother. Rocky,
Really?
Yeah.
And what? Do you guys get along?
I feel like I get along with most everyone. Honestly. Is that a bad sign?
No, that's a.
Is that a red flag?
No, that's not a red flag at all. That's actually probably a really good thing. I get that vibe from you.
Yeah, I like people. You know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I also used to do a road trip when I was a kid from New York to LA every summer.
Oof.
Yeah, it was 5 nights, and sometimes we would do the drive from Colorado to LA in one shoot.
That's what we did. What is that, like 17 hours?
Yeah, I made my dad do it once because I was like the 4th day, and I was like, if I am in this car another day, like I'll spiral.
Damn.
So I made him drive 17 hours straight.
What was the reason for the commute?
My dad didn't. I don't know. I think he thought it'd be bonding, and he didn't want to like get a rental car in LA. So he
Okay.
wanted to keep his car. He didn't want to ship it. He guess he's just kind of like.
Oh, you only did that one time.
No, we did it 4 or 5 times.
Damn.
One time we did it with a dog. Have you ever done it with a dog?
No.
It's brutal. And then one time we went to a hotel and there was bed bugs at the hotel and we had to leave at 2 a.m. It's very hard to find a hotel in the middle of nowhere sometimes.
That sounds traumatic.
Like for me, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And now I'm like every hotel I go to, I think there's bed bugs.
But you guys were going to live in LA?
No, we would be here for the summer.
Oh, okay.
So we would just we would get a house and be here for the whole summer.
Wow.
It was really fun.
That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I mean, road trips are fun. Maybe just not 5 days.
I had
know?
an iPod, so I enjoyed myself.
Yep. Back in the iPod days.
Yeah,
wow.
and I would listen to a lot of Victorious,
Nice.
a lot of like Lady Gaga, some Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Randomly like Kendrick Lamar. I was like 12.
No way.
Yeah.
Like Good Kid, Mad City vibes?
Yes.
Wow.
Did you ever have an iPod?
I did have an iPod.
What iPod did you have?
I don't even remember. It was probably like one of those early ones with the swirly
Yes,
thing. That would,
the
like,
Nano.
Is that the Nano?
Yeah.
Is it?
No,
I thought
I don't know.
I thought all the early ones had the little like.
Yeah, I think I'm lying, but I think it's like this. I had the one that was like a square.
Oh, okay.
Did you have a shuffle?
Mine was like rectangular.
That
I
was
feel
mine
like-
too. I did not fuck with the shuffles.
Yeah, the shuffles because they didn't have a screen.
It's also like, what am I listening to?
Totally. Well, it's kind of exciting nowadays actually to maybe not be influenced by like album art and stuff, and
What do you
just being
mean by
able to
that?
like appreciate the song for the song
Oh, okay.
would be kind of cool. I feel like.
Yeah, but I feel like album art has always been a part of everything, whether it's a CD or a vinyl.
Yeah, totally. But then oftentimes like you're out and about in life,
True.
and you just hear a song, you're like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
When's the last time that happened to you?
it happens all the time. I feel like.
It doesn't happen to me a lot.
Really?
But when it does happen, like it hits so hard.
Oh yeah,
Like,
totally.
do you know Blue the
Oh.
Tiger?
The bass player?
Yeah.
She opened up for us though on our last
Oh, she
LA
did?
show. Yeah.
She has this song called "You Say," and I heard it live once, and like that was the last time I really heard a song live, and I was like, "That's amazing."
Really?
Yeah, and then I
Wow.
also heard the new Sabrina Carpenter deluxe tracks that I really liked those. What you were about to say?
There was a
something.
song. We were on tour somewhere in some random city, and I was like, I had been sober for the whole tour, and then like finally, like I was like, all right, tonight's the night. I'm gonna break the sobriety thing that I was trying. I always feel like it's good to do that every now and again.
For sure.
But we were just at this random bar, and this song came on. I don't even. Oh, it's called "Like a Hunger," and that hit me pretty hard. I was like, dude, this song's sick.
Do you usually go sober on tour?
I feel like even culturally on a larger level, I feel like more people are talking about sobriety, the negative effects of alcohol.
Right.
Like a lot of people, I don't know if you know this, but I think the origin of the word alcohol, I think is Arabic, and it means like soul eating energy or something around those. And I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Soul eating energy.
Soul sucking energy or something like that. I don't know. You might have to fact check this.
What?
Body eating spirit.
Body eating spirit.
So that's kind of interesting. Like that's like the origin of the word. But listen, I love having a good time at the same time. So
I like having a good time too, but I guess that does make sense for what alcohol entails. What's your drink of choice?
Yeah, you definitely see people, acting up a little bit.
Have you ever blacked out?
No.
Never.
No, I'm pretty heavy.
Okay.
Like I can drink a lot.
Like
it
what,
probably is
what's your
because
max?
my max?
Like what are you like? Okay, like I'm on the verge of blacking out.
Like a count?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really the type that will count.
Okay.
But I also don't like being obliterated.
Neither do I.
No, everyone needs to find their sweet spot for a little boogie, and then
It took me a really
call
long
it
time.
quits.
I used to black out. There was a weird period of my life when I was in college that every time I drank, like I could have one shot and I just wouldn't remember the night.
Oh damn!
I think it burned a hole in my brain.
Yikes!
Body eating spirits.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
So wait, you're saying one shot?
No, it was like 3 and I was done.
Damn.
But that's because like I think it was just like something was wrong, and then I stopped drinking all of COVID because like what was the point? And then I came back and I still continued to black out. And then eventually I just stopped. I had this one blackout that like ruined my life, and I was like, okay, I need to maybe like eat before or something.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you drink on an empty stomach, you're just.
Have you ever drank on an empty stomach?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you still haven't blacked out?
No.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you smoke weed?
I have had phases where I'll smoke
Okay.
some weed.
I used to smoke every single day, morning to night, for
Okay.
the last 5 years.
Well,
Well,
even today.
maybe last. No, I stopped.
Okay.
I stopped
Again, there's a lot of science coming out about it.
Saying what?
That is affecting your brain in a serious way.
Like what?
Like I'm pretty sure they're talking about like memory and like all sorts of stuff.
What
I mean,
sorts of stuff?
if you want to talk about sleep, apparently it can block your REM cycle of your sleep, which is like rapid eye movement, which is where your dreams occur. Which is also
Oh yeah,
like
I
one of the
didn't dream
deepest
for the
states.
longest time.
Totally. Totally, alcohol does the same thing apparently.
Yes, it did. Yes, it
And
does.
sleep is like arguably the most important thing we do.
Right.
On a
How many
regular
hours do you get a
basis.
night?
8 or 9.
Wow, good for you.
It depends. Cause like I don't know. It depends. I like to get 8 hours, but life happens.
Do you sleep? Are you a hot sleeper or cold sleeper?
Cold.
Me too.
For sure.
Me too.
Wait, I feel like you were just about to say something though. You were talking about you just stopped smoking weed.
Yeah. Because someone told me I was going to be schizophrenic.
Oh, that's why.
And I said, not on my watch. And so I stopped smoking weed.
Okay, wow.
But
5 years straight though. That's pretty.
it was my everything.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I've smoked weed. You know.
It makes me more creative.
I don't think that's real.
Tell me more.
I feel like that's just in your head.
I also agree with you now, but if you asked me that 3 months ago, I wouldn't have agreed with you.
Yeah. I think for a moment it gives you a dopamine release and it definitely excites your brain, you know, for a moment.
Right.
But then honestly, after that initial high, you're kind of just slumped
And hungry.
and yeah, and you're distracted easily. And like probably you are more susceptible to like paranoia or anxiety. It's really
Yes.
like I think these claims that like, oh, I'm more creative, because a lot of people talk about it. They also talk about how it's not addictive.
It's definitely addictive. For the first week after I quit, I was like itching.
Yeah,
And I was like,
for sure.
this isn't right. And like now when I get really, really stressed out, all I want to do is smoke weed. And that feels like addiction.
Mm-hmm.
But I still haven't smoked because all I have to do when I think I want to smoke is look at an old photo of myself.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, how long has it been?
3 months. But
Nice.
I wasn't, it was just like my face was so puffy. And
I
like,
get the munchies hard too.
yeah, it was just that. It's like all the salt. It was just like, and I wake up so much easier now. Wait, but you said you were a cold sleeper, speaking of.
Yes.
What do you sleep at?
I don't even have a preferred temperature. I just want it to be as cold as possible.
I'm a 62er.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
Yeah. 62, fan on, and
Yeah.
then
For the white noise?
no white noise. Are you ready for me to change your life?
Yes.
What do you have? What's your mattress like? Is it technology vibes or is it like a mattress?
It's like pretty basic.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
An 8 sleep.
Are they paying
You're
you?
no, they are not. And you're like, oh my God, Jake, what's an 8 sleep? Well, I'll tell you. It tracks your where's my phone? It
I like your
tracks.
slippers, by the way.
Oh, you like them?
Yeah, they're
You can wear
pretty
them
cute.
if you want.
Sick.
Okay. Should we switch?
Yes, you put on my loafers. Okay, wait. So it tracks your what?
Oh my God, you have huge feet.
This is nice.
What size are you?
I think like 11.
Oh my
What
God.
are you? 9?
8.5.
8.5?
Sometimes 9. It depends on the
This
day.
is comfy though.
It is comfy, right?
Yeah.
These are kind of comfy too. They're just they're not as snug as I usually wear my shoes.
So wait, 8 sleep?
Yes. So this is my app, right?
Oh, my brother has one of these. It like heats you up to wake you up.
Yes, and vibrates. And it
Wow.
vibrates you to wake you up.
Look at that.
So this is my sleep fitness score. It's a 91.
It tells you your. I have an Oura ring. It's that
Oh,
does
the
that
same
too.
shit. Same
Yeah.
shit.
That's
Oh,
cool.
so this is not as cool anymore.
No, that is cool though.
Oh, okay.
I'm interested in
Oh,
this.
okay, cool. So last night I slept for 7 hours and 47 minutes. It tells me when I had REM sleep, light sleep, deep sleep, and when
Whoa.
I was awake.
Wow, that's
And-
really similar to the Oura ring thing.
Yeah, and I snored for an hour and 13 minutes last night.
It says snoring.
Yeah. I think it tracks sound, which is weird, right? Because
That is kind of weird. Why
I
do they
talk
have
a lot
mic?
of shit in my room, so I hope they don't.
They're gonna blackmail you.
Yeah, and then it's my heart rate.
Have you ever tried that? Like when a friend is sleeping and sleep talking, and you like whisper to them and trying to have a conversation about through their subconscious?
No, but you know what I did last night? My friend butt dialed me, and I stayed on the phone just to see if they would talk shit about me.
Dang. That is probably that would be such a sad occurrence.
Yeah, I got on the phone and I texted them. Well, I let them know. So I said, hey, you're butt dialing me right now, but I'm not hanging up. I'm waiting to see if you talk shit about me.
Damn.
And
What did they say?
They hung up,
Oh.
which
bummer.
means
They
shady
probably were.
business.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh my God, they hung up
Hey!
and called me back.
Oh,
It was, yeah,
that's a little shady.
it was shady, right?
Wow. Yeah, I definitely would be sussed out.
Do you gossip?
No.
Yes, you
I
do.
don't- No, I got nothing. I got no shit to talk. You want to talk? Can we talk some shit though? Maybe.
I would love to. What do you want to talk shit about?
I don't know. I don't have any. You know what? Me and my girlfriend. I'm trying to keep it private, so I'm not like trying to announce it to the whole world. But I just did.
Okay.
No, we were just having a great conversation this morning about certain things, and like the conclusion was like, you know, the reminder of the conversation was like, I'm pretty much down for people to be who they want to be, and like, I don't have anything bad to say about people wanting to do what they think is right for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're
Like
saying.
if you like, obviously, like if you're my friend,
Yeah.
right, and you're smoking weed every day,
yeah,
and I see it having a negative effect on you, I'm probably gonna say something. But at the same time, I feel like it's your life, and like I might be like, hey, as your friend, I think this might be having a negative impact on you, but it's your life.
oh, men
know
are
what I'm
so
saying?
simple. Talking shit is like my favorite pastime.
Really?
It's just like it's
I've just
such
never
a,
gotten into it.
I mean, it's just such a release. I don't know if it's like a girl thing because like I'm friends with all girls. It's what we do.
Sure.
But like sometimes I'll be at dinner and it's just like, let's go through the Rolodex. And like, right? Like,
And
and
what, are
everyone
you
can
talking
come.
about like what people are, who's dating who?
Yeah, it's a lot
they're
of
like practice, like
yes.
skincare.
No,
What are we
no,
talking
no,
about?
no. So that's like juvenile talking shit.
Okay.
Talking shit is like when you're like when you're like a seasoned shit talker.
Yeah.
Like it's like life choices vibes. It's like
Oh.
I can't believe they've done this, or
Okay.
they are.
Can you give me an anonymous example of something that's actually happened recently, or is this
No, I'm
person
gonna
listen?
think.
Okay?
Oh, like this guy and his girlfriend broke up
Okay.
for a specific
Breakups are always super juicy. I get
yeah,
it.
yeah. But like we don't know them enough to really care.
Okay.
But we do. And
Well, that's probably better to talk shit if
Yeah.
you're not like emotionally invested.
Right. And then they got back together, but we knew that the reason they broke up was like a real ender. So we were just confused as to why they got
Was there
back together.
cheating?
No,
Oh.
it was just like moral differences.
Mm.
And so we were talking about how weird it is that they got back together because the reason they broke up like made sense to be like an ender forever. We talked about that for like 40 minutes.
Moral differences. That's a big one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always surprising to me how people aren't more flexible in like listening and adjusting to what could be more morally
New word.
more morally just, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Are you a flexible dater? Like, do you like when you are with someone, like, do you like, are you like, this is who I am? Or do you like,
I'm reasonable,
right.
you know. If you propose a good idea and it makes sense to me, I can definitely reason and learn.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to be attracted to people I deem intelligent. So I the only reason to be in a relationship to me would be to grow and to, you know,
Are you
together.
good? Are you a good
So-
listener?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh. I'm a really bad
You
listener.
literally said, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. That's so funny.
No, you are a good listener. I'm a bad listener. Which is, I've never had a boyfriend.
Never.
Never. Not once. And I think and I decided this morning that it was God being like, it won't work.
So you're just going to be single forever?
Like, until I mature enough.
Interesting.
But, like, I decided this morning, like, it was a sign from the universe that, like, they're protecting me
Okay.
from myself.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
From yourself.
Yeah, like, I just know I won't be a good boyfriend. Can you imagine,
Interesting.
Louise?
I can't.
Like, me with a boyfriend?
You're 25?
I'm really not selling myself here.
At least you know about yourself, though.
Are you self-aware?
I like awareness a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to I like that concept.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have a question for you.
What's up?
And this is kind of random because it's not what we're talking about at all.
Okay.
Tell me about, so you started acting on Kids Bop and stuff, like Kids Bop commercials.
You can't really call that acting, but yeah, I was in front of a camera on
Right.
TV before.
Then Austin Alley.
Yes.
And then where was the transition into R5 and the Driver era?
The R5 happened
During, right?
pretty much when we got to LA.
Yeah, okay.
That was like 2009. We were like, yo, let's be in a band.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching like Fall Out Boy and shit, and we were like, this is sick. Let's do this. Meanwhile, like me and my brothers and sister we would like go around LA. We'd play anywhere they'd let us play. We literally would like play bars sometimes, and then they'd kick us out because we weren't old enough to be there.
Right, you were like,
thing.
what, 13?
I was probably 11 or 12 probably, 12, 13. Yeah, 12, 13, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
We'd play like fairs, wherever. And then, meanwhile, we're like booking commercials, little like, guest starring spots on TV shows or what have you. And then all of a sudden the Disney thing happens. And I remember my dad being like, this is going to change your life. And I was like, I low-key used to watch the Disney Channel.
Right.
So I was like pretty stoked, but I didn't think I realized, you know, I'm just a kid. So I didn't really realize what was really to happen. And shout out to Carol Goldwasser. I was just at her memorial the other day, and she pretty much changed my life.
Was she casting director?
R.I.P. Yeah. So that happened, and it changed my life. And then being on the Disney Channel, Hollywood Records reached out and was like, "Hey, we want to sign you as an artist." And I was like, "I'm in a band, bro."
Yeah.
Sign the band.
Oh, okay. You're loyal.
And it happened, and it was great. And that was R5. We had been R5 my whole life. Like,
right.
So we did that, and that was really exciting time in my life, honestly, because we would do like a season of Austin Alley, and then I like go on tour with my family band, and then I'd go to Puerto Rico for a few months and film like a movie, a musical movie, Teen Beach movie.
Of course,
it was like a rinse repeat. For like those 3 or 4 years.
And was it like, did you like the routine of it all?
Yeah, it was super exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, not without its frustrations, because you know, there's always something.
Right.
You know.
Right. But there was always something to fall back on. Like you kind of knew what you were doing. It's kind of like it's like your version of like middle school or high school.
It was for sure my high school.
Yeah. And did you?
It was sick though.
I mean, yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I had a great time, honestly.
And you get along with your family super well, so it's super fun.
Yeah.
Did they ever come to set for Austin Alley?
All the time. Like before I could drive, my brothers would like be driving me to set. Yeah. They would like when we filmed TV movie, like they were pretty much there with me. But yeah, great times.
So you were with Hollywood Records for R5.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like restricted by them?
There's definitely some interesting stories of happenings that happened with Hollywood Records. As time goes on, and you know, I feel like I have a little bit more. I've like forgiven the situations, and you know, business is business, and like that's all fine and good. I have pretty good relationships with the majority of Hollywood Records people,
but you're not with them anymore.
No. There were definitely some things that like happened that were like, all right, like we should probably
leave.
Yeah. But it was great while it lasted, and I have some dear friends that work there.
Are they still making music, Hollywood Records?
Yeah. I mean, people forget what's so interesting about Hollywood Records is they had Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, they did. She didn't fulfill her.
Had Selena Gomez. They had Demi Lovato. They had.
Well, that was like the
people.
Disney recording company.
Yeah. But what's interesting is like Sabrina Carpenter became Sabrina Carpenter post Hollywood Records.
Of course. Yeah.
And same. So I mean, Selena Gomez. Miley Cyrus had Party in the USA with Hollywood Records.
No way.
Yeah, that was like one of their biggest successes. But since then, you know.
Right.
But it's just you know, they're doing really, really well. One of the bands that my brother manages called Almost Monday. They just had a #1 record at Alternative Radio, which was sick.
With
Shout out to
Hollywood
the
Records?
boys. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're still at it.
Oh yeah. They're still cooking. I mean, yeah, for sure.
And
They're
your
full-blown.
brother manages bands now?
Yeah. He's pretty much managing with our other music manager, the Driver Era.
Okay.
And then Almost Monday and some other things.
Where is the Driver Era signed?
We're independent.
You're independent.
Yeah, we've been independent the entire time, which is interesting because I feel like it's really great for us.
Yeah.
Because we own the masters. We like business wise, it works for us. It's cool. But upon having these like random viral moments, it's kind of interesting how some people are like, because you know, I'll see a random post here and there, and they're like, "Has anyone heard of this guy's music yet?" All I see is videos of him dancing shirtless. And I'm sometimes urged to be like, yeah, it's because we're like an independent band, and I'm just like more famous than the band is, really.
Right.
So like that, I guess that just happens on social media. But there's definitely been a thought in the back of my head where it's like, well, maybe it is time to like get back into like the big machine thing.
What do you mean
to really give it a shot?
What do you mean the big machine thing?
Well, dude,
like signed to a label.
Yeah. Like any of these, like there are definitely a few outliers. Like Jungle, for instance, had those big moments with their music videos.
Right.
They had a big album. They're independent. So that was definitely inspiring. There's definitely a lot of cool examples of indie acts that are doing really, really well. But at the end of the day, if you see an artist that's like really, really popping still today, they're probably signed.
Right.
And a lot of people talk about the music industry. There's a lot of interesting things going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of excitement happening. And a lot of people talk about like how record labels are a dying breed, but they're still in charge.
You said that you felt more famous than the actual band itself. Does that ever get frustrating?
Everybody has a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm definitely susceptible to negotiate to frustrations about certain things. Ultimately, I feel pretty good about where we're at. We're about to we're gearing up for our biggest tour we've ever done, like R5 included.
Wow. Congratulations.
So that's pretty sick. Like, we're doing well.
Yeah.
And we don't have to pay anybody.
Right.
Like, we own our shit.
That's great.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we do have to pay for the production and stuff. That's the difference. It's
Yeah.
like, if other artists go on tour, they get tour support from their label and all
Right.
this stuff. Which, I mean, the live music industry is interesting right now.
What do you mean?
There's just a really interesting business right now in
Mhm.
general.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways we can go into that. But to answer your question, sometimes sometimes you do think, what's the next best move?
Right.
But I'm happy with where we're at.
How did the Driver era start?
Essentially, we were getting out of our deal with Hollywood Records, and it was time for an adjustment. And Rocky and I, and Ellington actually, had been really just focused on, like, we just loved being in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
We were like in there every day,
Mm-hmm.
just like making tunes. And passions, like my oldest brother Riker's passion was kind of going more towards cinema and directing in that kind of world. And my sister wanted to be a vlogger, like straight up. And so we were just like, this feels right. Like, we were like, let's me and Rocky do this thing. Ellington has actually come more back into the picture recently. But it just felt like a natural progression.
Yeah. And do you guys write all your own music?
We do, yeah. I mean, now we're getting more open to like collaborations,
Right.
because I feel like that's really, honestly, that's one of the more fun things with music is like working with people and fresh perspectives
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. The majority of our work is like me and Rocky. Like, sometimes I'll just be like at the computer, just like making a song,
Right.
and then I'll be like, hey, check out this song I made, and then everyone will be like, oh, that's really cool. And then they'll kind of like put their 2 cents in, or like put a synth line in or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll elaborate on it. But a lot of the times the song will just start with like, you're just like playing around.
How do you play around on a just like asking for a friend?
You open a DAW, which is like a digital audio workplace.
A DAW?
That's what that stands for.
Okay.
In this case, I use Logic or Ableton, and then I grab a guitar or a bass, put on a drum loop or something, and just start going. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's fun for me, It's
it sounds fun.
It's like recently, like at the end of the night, instead of like turning on the TV, I've been like painting, and it's just fun, bro. It's
Painting?
it's just great. It's like the same thing. It's similar to that though. Like when you're talking about like making music, it's like you just have this canvas and you just see what sticks.
Do you ever feel so grateful that you're like artsy?
I kind of feel like everybody can be artsy, honestly.
No, see, you say if you were like,
I definitely think more people have an aptitude for
being basic,
creative
okay,
endeavors.
Yeah. Right. Like I wish, like all of me wants.
Oh, are you not?
No, it's like all of me wants to be like, I painted last night and I read and then I pranced around and did a walk.
I bet you
and
would
journaled.
though if you didn't have a TV.
TV, that's not my main problem.
Oh, your phone.
My phone. Like,
Yeah.
Ross, when I tell you, like, you could put my phone on my body, like, sew it into my body, I would probably say yes.
Wow.
Like, I'm so addicted to my phone. First thing in the morning, I wake up, immediately check it for 2 hours.
Oh, whoa.
Like, I twitch without it.
Is that from a productivity standpoint, or is that more from a consumption standpoint?
It's the instant. It got really bad once I started doing TikTok
You're
as
just
my
full
career.
on addicted. Oh yeah.
The instant gratification of like TikTok and social media. It's like
You're doomed.
No, I'm quite literally doomed. Like my main addiction. And then I tried Instagram Reels that one night that TikTok got banned, and I was like, I think I'm gonna finally do it. Like I think I'm gonna go touch grass. You know what I mean? Like
Whoa.
I think because I hate Instagram Reels. I'm sorry, but
What's the difference?
the difference?
Is it algorithm based?
You are a Reels person, aren't you?
I'm not.
Yes, you
You
are.
know what? I'm doing what you're doing. I'm trying to touch more grass.
But you do touch grass. You lay in the grass.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of
I don't know what
grounding?
grass. I don't know what grass smells like. I don't know what grass
Damn.
looks like. Grass could
You
be
got to
yellow.
go reintroduce yourself. You had a nice backyard out there. You had some rosemary growing.
Oh,
I don't know if
do?
you ever do that. You could just like put your hand in it. It smells great.
I do?
Yeah, it's a rosemary bush
Where?
right there. There's a big. It's big.
How do you know it's rosemary?
I
Rosemary
saw
bush?
it.
Did you smell it?
You can pretty much tell by the look.
Artsy. They're like, I don't.
After this, we'll go like grab a little rosemary and just
Okay.
go like that in your hands, and then you just smell it.
And what does that do for you?
I'm sure there's. I don't know. You ever put like lavender oil on? It's like relaxing.
Oh, sometimes, yeah. I used to have these stuffed animals that you would heat up in the microwave,
Oh, whoa.
and they would smell like lavender.
That kind of sounds toxic, though.
It's the most. And it smelled like lavender, and it would put me to bed.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm one for toxins. You know.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of can't avoid them nowadays.
you can't. They're everywhere.
Mhm.
They're everywhere. You brought up collaborations.
Yes,
You infamously collaborated with Troye Sivan.
I did.
What was that like?
It was great. Troy was actually just texting me the other day. I think he's meaning to send me something. Hopefully, it's a cool shirt because he sent me a shirt one time, and I wear it all the time.
What does the shirt say?
I think it's from his album. It's like
It's a great
like,
album.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm really happy to have collaborated with Troy, and I hope to honestly be able to like, have a friendly relationship with him moving forward, because I think he's a great person, and I love his family. When we were in London, I was like, it was wonderful. Me and his mom and his dad and my brother got like a private show because we were just at his sound check, and they're doing the whole thing, and it was just fantastic. Like me and his parents, we were just like dancing, like front row. It was like super cool, just a great moment.
Did you expect that moment to be as big as it was when you did it, or were you like surprised by the reaction?
The London one or
No,
the
like
music
the
video?
music video.
I would say, I think I was surprised. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure.
It was such a moment.
Yeah,
That album is so good, though.
yeah, for sure.
What have you been listening to these days?
Whenever I'm making music, I tend to be listening to that music a lot
Got it.
to try and make it as good as it can be.
Yeah.
Like you're listening to mixes, you're listening to like, structural difference, like whatever.
Right.
I put in a new guitar part or whatever.
Right.
So I've been listening to our new album Obsession a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's my obsession, like literally.
Oh.
I literally had it in my notes before it was ever going to be called Obsession, and it just like the note folder was called Obsession.
Because of stuff you were obsessed with it.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a cool, I don't know. I was just like, this is cool.
Do you have a favorite song on the album? I guess that's hard to pick, but
It's super hard to pick, especially because of the way that we go about it. It's like all the songs are very personal. But there's a song. The next song that we're putting out is a song. There's two songs. One of them's called "I Can't Believe She Got Away." The other one's called "Don't Take the Night," and I think those are pretty cool. We're actually asking people which one they want.
okay.
So
How did
I'm
how
gonna
do people-
figure out a way to like put up a poll or something and
But
just
how
be
would
like, you
people
guys
know?
decide.
It's just based on title.
No. There's like little snippets online.
Got it. Got
Um,
it.
So that's kind of fun. That might be kind of a cool way.
I think that'd be cool. I like.
Yeah.
It's She Got Away, right?
I Can't Believe She Got Away, and then Don't Take the Night.
I really liked I Can't Believe She Got Away off the album.
It's just title.
I
Wise?
liked this. I heard the album.
Oh, you did.
Yes, I listened to the album.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hell
You didn't
yeah.
think I listened to the album?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I got it. Well,
That's
I did.
tight, though.
It's great. I listened
Amazing.
to it yesterday and this morning.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hell yeah.
It's a great
Cool.
album.
There's more of where that came from. So I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, you know.
Well, you said you were listening to your own music while recording it, but before recording it, was there anything you were listening to a lot of?
Well, I've been hanging out with this chica, and she's honestly has like a lot of. She's been introducing me to a lot of music. I like that experience of listening to new stuff or stuff that you maybe weren't exposed to. She was playing me some stuff from this band called The Street.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
The Streets, sorry. But there's this amazing line in one of these songs that it's off this album called Everything Is Borrowed. And there's this song, I wish she could just come in here and do that little line for us. But he says something along the lines of, I literally need to look it up because it's really a wonderful. Hey, what's that song called? Okay, wait. For billions of years since the onset of time, every single one of your ancestors has survived. Every single person on your mom and dad's side has successfully looked after and passed on to you life. What are the chances of that like?
Oh, wow, I love that.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's a vibe where I'm like, that ends with me. You know what I mean? That ends with me.
So and it's just like stuff like that. Like she introduced me to that song, and I just think that's such a great message.
I mean, it's a beautiful message.
Yeah,
It's one I clearly haven't heard.
but it's just nice. Like
Yeah.
like
That's beautiful.
like it's just such a great thing to remember that like you are the byproduct of like billions of years of of like life.
Do you practice gratitude a lot?
I like to. It's hard. It's these things like you have to like regularly, like that's why it's a practice, because you have to practice it all the time. And honestly, sometimes I fall out of practice for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely out of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
How do you practice gratitude when you do?
I try to take things that I'm thinking about that are causing me subpar emotional reactions, and I try to just flip the perspective on them.
Give me an example.
So if something's bothering me, I'm going to, instead of being like, I hate that this situation is this way, I'll just be like, how wonderful is it that I get to do this? Or, like, you know what I mean?
I love that.
You just have to like, and it's work for sure. But,
It's hard,
but specifically deciding how you want to see things.
Right. Do you, okay, well, speaking of gratitude, is there anything your therapist about?
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Is that therapist? Therapist.
They're pissed. Like, what are you angry
Therapist.
about? Like, I'm angry about my morning nausea.
What about your morning nausea?
Morning nausea. I have it every single morning. I've had it every single morning since high school. And I get really nauseous.
Every single morning.
Every single morning.
You're going to throw up.
Like, I feel like I am, yeah.
Does that happen when you intermittent fast?
No, it happens because I get anxious. And I get anxious via nausea.
It's probably because you're spending 2 hours on your phone every morning, dude.
Every morning, my screen time is 13, 14 hours a day.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should go touch some grass.
I should go, like, be the grass.
Yeah, for sure. Have you ever just, like, gone to a national park for a few days?
A what?
Like Yosemite? Dude, Yosemite is one of the most beautiful places in America, and it's, like, 5 hours from here.
What would I do there?
You literally should leave your phone somewhere else. I'm just letting you know. Dude, no, literally, you're going to come back and you're going to be like, "Oh my god, life is like chill."
I think you're overestimating.
It might take a few days for you, but if you're waking up nauseous though, don't you want to solve those symptoms?
Yeah.
Definitely
Maybe I
not.
should go to Yosemite.
No, I'm telling you, it'll take your breath away.
Would you come with me?
Yeah, I've been dying to go to Yosemite. That's why I bring it up.
Should we go to Yosemite?
I'm so down.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like we get like a little Sprinter van, and we'll go
Don't
up there
tease
for
me.
like 5 days
Okay.
and have a fire every night. Have you ever just sat by a fire in the woods with like some close friends? It's literally therapy.
No, I'm sure that's just like not what my close friends and I do.
You should try it. I'm telling you.
No, I'll do it. I will go to
It's like where we come from. It's like we're the Homo sapien like where we originally congregated around a fire.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like in awe.
It's like part of our DNA.
Right. It's like the original lunch table.
100%.
Right. Okay, so I will go to Yosemite, but only if you go with me.
I can do that for you.
Would you really?
I've been looking for an excuse to go to Yosemite. Here's my only problem.
Okay.
I got to go on tour in March.
Me too, yeah.
You're also going on tour in March. So we're both going to be on tour.
But April, Yosemite.
April, well, I got to do some more touring
Never
then.
mind about April then. It's fine.
But they're like weekend college shows, so maybe I could make it work.
I want to go to Yosemite with you.
Are you on tour in June too?
Yeah.
That's wild. We have the same touring schedule.
I know. I think we should meet up.
I wonder I bet you we do overlap. There has to be at least. Are you in the States the whole time?
This whole time.
There's got to be at least one.
I think you'd really like a show if you came to it. I want to go to one of your shows.
Yeah. I would love to. I'd love to. That's got to be so scary doing stand-up. I think that's got to be one of the most.
It's not
like nerve-wracking
scary
things.
just because it was scary at first, and then stand-up is really, really scary when you have nothing to show for it behind you. So like I do like a presentation type stand-up. So I'll show photos that go along with my story, or videos, or text, or like something that really help kind of with just like the comedic timing of it all. Because like I'll press like the change and it'll work with the joke. But when you're just like talking and you have to just be funny and there's nothing behind you and you're just like kind of like that's real. That's really hard.
That sounds terrifying.
You guys, I did it. I worked out alone today without anybody else, just me. Usually I have to take a class or be with a trainer, but it was just me and my Alo moves today, okay? And I had the best workout of my life. I felt amazing after. I was so happy. And I did a HIIT class with weights in the hotel gym. And I am always one that when I get out of my routine of being home, I like can't work out. It's like sometimes I'll do a class here and there. But now that I've like done Alo moves and I know that it literally feels exactly like I do in the gym, I'm going to do this every day. I seriously felt so amazing. I was on my own pace, but I was being helped by the app and the instructor on the app, and it felt like I was right back in the Alo gym, which I actually really, really do miss a lot. The past few weeks, it's been hard for me to figure out my personal wellness routine. I wake up late, I'm in a different city. It's hard to like really have a workout schedule, but Alo Moves has made it so easy and has really like helped me hold myself accountable. And I get to see my favorite trainers who I miss so much. Laura, I love you. Louie, I love you. Gio, I love you. Steph, I love you. Reset your personal wellness routine with Alo Moves. Go to alomoves.com right now and use code Therapuss for an exclusive 30-day free trial and 20% off an annual membership. That's alomoves.com, code Therapuss. alomoves.com, code Therapuss. Thank you, Alo Moves, for sponsoring today's episode. I love you guys. This episode of Therapuss is brought to you by Booking.com. Yeah! We are now in Oklahoma City, and once again, we had no hotel booked when we got here. So we went on Booking.com and we found the Fortson Hotel. It was amazing. We wanted a gym and we wanted a steam room, and somehow we actually did get both, so that was amazing. But Booking.com made it really easy to put in the things we wanted to make sure that we found the hotel that was right for us, even though we were doing it last minute. I'm usually one to panic when we don't have something booked, but because I really do actually rely on Booking.com and I trust that it will work, I had no worries at all, and we ended up at an incredible hotel that does resemble Severance slightly. They have a huge variety of options from hotels to vacation rentals. I know that I will always find exactly what I'm looking for. You also aren't just able to book a hotel on there. You can book a car on there, and honestly, whatever else you need to plan like the perfect vacation or the perfect trip. Booking.com really does just make it really easy. I'm honestly so happy they became a sponsor of the show right before tour, because it has been super, super, super helpful and really awesome. And now, I used to panic when we would have nowhere booked and we'd have to Google everything and go on all these different sites, but now we just go on Booking.com and we put in what we need and we find a hotel really, really quickly, and it's the easiest thing in the world. Find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. Yeah! Thank you, Booking.com, for sponsoring today's episode. I'll see you guys in the next city. Okay, well, you touch a lot of grass, so are you watching anything?
I literally just threw on an episode of this show called The Empress last night.
What's that about?
It's like this German show. It's like one of those, like, my mom and my sister were like, you guys gotta watch this. So I was like, all right, I'll turn it on. But it's like one of those like Renaissance like dramas.
Oh, time period.
Time period.
I can't do it.
Oh, I actually kind of like those. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why, but like for some reason I do kind of like those like romantic drama.
Where is it takes place in like what, ancient Germany?
I think it's Austria.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So speaking of German shows, have you ever seen the show Dark?
Is that the Stranger Things
Yes.
one?
Yes.
I watched like an episode or two.
No, you have to stick with it. You have to stick with
I've
it.
heard amazing
It
things.
is the best show besides Girls on HBO. It is the best show I've ever seen in
No
my entire
shit.
life. Ever. And you would love it.
Okay.
I know you would love it.
Okay, cool.
What was I gonna say? You never told me what you were therapist about.
Oh, I don't know if I am fast about anything. I mean, you know,
It can be small.
there's a concept on I'm really not trying to like promote what I mean, I put a lot of work into this stuff and it is a reflection of my life. So it just makes sense for me to talk about it. But there's a song on this record called Better.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a concept, you know, is on my brain a lot. And honestly, I probably could relax a bit about, but you know, there's this concept of like self-betterment. Oftentimes, I can't say that I get pissed about it, but that's just the first thing I think of.
Like you get pissed that you're not better at something than you want to be.
No, I just get kind of like competitive with myself, I guess, about ways in which I could be better, I guess. But honestly, I'm a pretty cool cucumber. Like things are going well, and you know, I really try to put my focus on things that I deem to be important, which I think are, you know, like relationships and getting out in nature and like
Right.
like a lot. You know what I mean? I really try
Yeah.
I try to at least, and I try to be an example of that for other people in my family too, because I feel like especially living in America, living in this like capitalist society, a lot of people are hell bent on like achievement and working, which is good. And I also feel that too. That's part of the better conversation. It's just like, where's the balance in there?
Yeah.
I can't say that I'm pissed about anything though. And that might be annoying.
No, it's not annoying at all. I aspire to be like that one day.
Well, I feel like at a certain point, like you just got to do your best and people are going to do what people are going to do. And,
Oh, well, you've gone through your Saturn return. That's why you're speaking like this.
Saturn's my power planet.
Yep. Well, you've gone through its return.
Is that was like the big thing that was happening recently? I
Yes.
saw that.
Well, it happens when you're 20. Correct me if I'm wrong. 27 to 30, and it's just like your life starts. I don't know. Actually, I'm sorry.
I think I do know what you're talking about though. I've read a little bit about
it's like your
this.
life starts to like make sense, and you start to like accept the things you can't control, and like things start to come into the clearer picture. I'm also just like making stuff up as I go, kind of based on the vibe of what I think it is.
Sure. There's always a layer of wanting things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's always desire.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a human thing, I think. Yeah, things are going well, you know.
Knock on your head 3 times. Do
Wait,
you knock
that
3
was 4
times?
times.
No, knock 3.
Oh.
You knock 3?
Yeah.
Cool. I get really superstitious.
Oh, really?
You can't like jinx.
Is that why there's a ladder in your living room?
What?
They're like, oh, I guess you can't walk under that.
Wait, walking under that is bad luck.
Yeah. Maybe that's symbolic though, because you can't walk under the ladder that's in your living room. So it's like,
Love that.
you know what I'm saying?
Love whatever just happened. I'm gonna go to bed with that. I'm gonna take that with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just changed my day.
What are you superstitious about?
Everything.
Like
I think
you can't like put on like chapstick and counterclockwise or something?
Well, you know, I didn't think of that until now,
Oh, shit.
but so now I
I'm
have.
just introducing new superstitions for you.
I'm very superstitious about jinxing things, so I can't say. Well, I'm very about OCD, so I can't say like something is gonna happen because then the opposite will happen.
OCD is the one where you need everything in order.
No, OCD is well, it can be,
Okay.
but OCD is also it's like just like rituals.
Okay,
So
okay,
like
okay.
I used to I
I might have some of that.
I used to have to like look in the mirror 10 times before I went to bed and smile.
Oh, whoa.
It was like a horror movie, and then like
That's a little reminiscent of Smile.
yes, have you seen Smile?
I actually really like that movie.
I love that movie. You
Yeah.
like 2 or 1 better?
I think I liked 2
I preferred 2 as well.
because I just liked I liked how they made the whole like fame experience with like I don't know, like that was just such an interesting thing.
Well, I just thought it was so cool because like as a famous person, her whole thing was to always smile,
Yeah.
and then it like kind of became her demise.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Oh
end-
my gosh, the sequence with the dancers
yeah, yeah.
was really, really cool.
And then like the final scene I thought was like epic.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Honestly, I was a big fan of that. But and by the way, I was like hooting and hollering the whole movie.
Yeah, it's a funny because it's like
No, I mean like scared. Like I was
oh,
like,
sorry.
ah!
Oh, really?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Do you get
Hell
scared
yeah.
easily?
Yeah. I mean, in real life, like if we go to like horror nights, I'm pretty unfazed now. When I was younger, I used to be pretty phased.
Uh-huh.
But when I'm like in the situation, it's like I'm like looking at this random dude in pig mask. I'm like, I'm not really scared of you.
Right.
But when they're like when you can really get into like the imagination, then that can affect me. I think.
Do you have what movies have you seen recently?
Smile 2 is one of them actually.
Have you seen any of the Oscar noms?
I saw A Complete Unknown.
I loved that one.
That was great.
Yeah.
I think that was it. What have you
You
seen?
have to see Anora.
Oh, really?
It's the best one.
Really?
That's my I don't know if that's the popular or unpopular opinion, but that was my favorite one that I've seen so far.
Okay.
It's about a stripper.
Oh my gosh, is Kieran Shipka in that?
No.
Are you sure?
hmm
Kieran Shipka's in a movie about at least burlesque.
No. So Anora is about a stripper that falls in love with a Russian oligarch's son.
Fun.
It is, and then it's not, and it's just so. Have you seen the Florida Project?
Is that? I think maybe.
It's the one where they live in the motel outside of Disney World.
That sounds familiar, but I can't.
It's the same.
Really
It's the
remember.
same director who did that,
Okay.
and he's amazing.
Okay.
And there's this actress named Mikey Madison who's the lead role in Anora, and she won the BAFTA last night.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love her.
No way.
Yeah, she's awesome. You would really, really like it.
Okay. Cool.
Are you watching this season of White Lotus?
I've watched the 2 seasons before it, so I do want to check in.
You know,
this
I've
one.
never seen season 2.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought season 2 was fantastic.
Everyone says it's better than season 1.
I think maybe.
Yeah.
Like season 1 definitely had more of like a shock value because I feel like it was the introduction to the show, so everyone's like, "What is this?"
Right.
But season 2 like really was good.
I know, and I just felt like I like missed it. You know, when like everyone's like 10 episodes in, you're like, it was like I'm off the train now.
Yeah, I feel that.
But Mike White, the creator, I
Mhm.
really adore
Yeah, he's been like, he's been in the industry for like ever.
forever.
But has he ever created a show before? Or is this his first show?
I want to say he created this show called Enlightened
Okay.
with Laura Dern.
Hmm.
It's great. It's all about
Really?
like capitalism and the corporate world, and he has this really beautiful monologue in it, called "The Ghost is Seen," and it's like one of the most beautiful. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's really moving. I'll send it to you after this. It's like one of the most moving television monologue. It's basically his character in the show is like very introverted and it's very sad, and like he has this really moving monologue, and it's just a great show. It's one of the best. Season 2 of Enlightened is one of the best seasons of television I've ever seen.
Is it on HBO?
Yeah, it's Max. I might be lying, but I don't think I'm lying. And
Huh.
it's really, really, really good. Well, Laura Dern is just fantastic.
How do you even pick what to watch nowadays, though? Honestly.
I'll tell you.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, you know for sure.
There's
I do
this
actually want to watch that.
There's this new show called Paradise.
Okay.
I love a government thriller.
Mm.
Give me a government thriller. I'm obsessed with Paradise right now. It's on Hulu, and it's just an easy one.
Wow.
It's easy. It's great.
Where do you find the time? Honestly.
Well, I don't connect with nature, so I use that time instead to
Fair
watch
enough.
television.
Can I use the restroom real quick?
Please,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be
you
right
use the
back.
restroom. I'm gonna hit my puff.
Oh my gosh, thank you, because now I can think straight.
How amazing does peeing feel?
I don't know how I do you have that where like if you really have to pee, it's just a big old distraction.
You can't think about. I wish you told me sooner.
I know. Same. But it's okay. It wasn't that bad out, and I'm present.
We present?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm with you.
I see you.
We see each
You know,
other.
I like how they say that in the Avatar movies.
Oh, they do?
Like, I see you.
You know, talk
It's like such a
about
nice.
talk about a movie that I thought would get more attention and didn't.
The Way
Avatar
of Water?
2, The Way of Water. Never saw it.
Oh, really?
I saw the original Avatar maybe 4 times, and it like also wasn't by choice. It was like one of those movies where it was like you have to go because like it's about to break the record for highest grossing film in the world, so you just have to go again and again and again and again. It's like why?
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, and I didn't love it.
Huh.
Well,
Why'd you go for it? Why'd you want it to break the record then?
I don't know.
Just
I
your
think it was
friends?
just like part of a movement.
Oh, okay.
But when the third one's gonna be? Have you seen Dune?
I actually really like Dune.
I heard Dune's amazing.
I really like Dune 2. Dune 1, I was like a little bit like, I don't know if I get it. And then I saw Dune 2 and I was like, oh, this is sick.
So yeah,
sure.
but peeing is the best feeling in the entire world.
I also think I got some clarity about the Therapuss thing, about the whole better conversation. It's like I'm sick of learning. Okay, if we want to talk about being pissed about something,
Please.
I'm sick of learning the same thing over and over and over again, and like not
Getting it?
implementing the thing that I know that I should know.
Give me
You
an
know what I'm
example.
saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Just saying no to certain things, or like
Right. Are you a yes man? You say yes to everything?
I'm reasonable.
Okay.
But I need but you know I just or like trusting yourself a little bit more, trusting your intuition a little bit more, if you will. Just little things like that.
Your intuition's always right.
100%.
But I think for
Every single time I've gone against, that's a big one. Every single time I've gone against my intuition, I'm just like, oh, I knew this.
I know.
I knew.
But
And
sometimes
now I'm here and I'm annoyed.
Sorry, I just interrupted you and I'm feeling super bad about it.
You're all good.
Okay,
I
cool.
feel like that's a big part of conversation. Like
It is.
You know? I know, because people, I can do that same thing where I'm like, oh, what the heck? Like, you interrupted me or whatever. It's like,
Well, I just feel bad
talk.
because you're
I
my
don't know.
guest and I probably shouldn't be interrupting you is what Louise says to me all the time. But it comes out. Just means I'm invested and I'm listening.
yeah. And you got something to say.
Yeah. And what I was going to say was when you have anxiety, oftentimes your anxiety can get mixed up with your intuition so you don't know which one to listen to.
Yeah, that'd be concerning.
It is.
Well, does
super
smoking
concerning.
weed?
Made it so much better without it. Like,
Okay.
yeah, like
that's what I was gonna say. It probably would make that confusing.
I was super paranoid. I was always questioning everything. I have this comedy album called Puss in Poems.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I didn't want to put it out every time I smoked, and I was like,
Oh
well,
shit.
and I was like, it's too late. I've made it, so I've made the album. Like,
Yep.
so I can't even have these thoughts because they're useless to me. The
Yep.
album's coming out.
Yep. That's definitely tough.
Yeah,
Like letting something go in the artist realm. Like I feel like the artists that I know at least always have this weird love-hate thing about putting something out into the world.
right.
Because they're like, I do love this thing and I put all this energy and concentration and time into this project. Are people going to get it? What's the reaction going to be? It's like this vulnerable exchange. It's tough.
Is your hair naturally blonde?
For the most part, but I sometimes highlight it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If I'm like surfing and like in the water,
You surf?
I can't say I'm like a avid surfer, but if my lifestyle is like beach oriented, then my hair will just kind of bleach itself.
Were you serious about Yosemite?
Yeah, I could get down for that.
Like, we don't need to do 5 days. We could do like 2 nights.
Yeah, and but you have to like,
No, I'll leave my phone.
okay. And like
I'll
go on
leave-
hikes and stuff,
What?
and we're building a fire,
Okay.
and we're going to cook on the fire probably.
Cook what?
What do you like to eat? We could like roast some veggies.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, are you a vegetarian?
No.
Do you
Are
have any
Are
like
you?
No, but I sometimes will eat vegetarian meals.
Okay, do we bring our own food or do we need to like
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
it in the wild?
We'll pull up to a Whole Foods before we go.
Oh! Okay, we're good.
And we'll do bougie version.
Okay. Well, what's not bougie version?
Not bougie version would be like we're gonna water fast the whole time.
No. Why would that ever be enjoyable? How do you hike on a water fast?
It's like a cleansing experience. It's like it's just like full blown cleanse vibes.
Okay, so I can't. No phone. Could I bring like a camera to record my experience?
You can bring your phone, but I'm saying like
No. If I'm doing this,
when we're sitting by the fire or something, just leave it in the car. or
no.
something.
The phone can't come. I'm telling you right now, if the phone's in the
You're-
car, the
all of a
phone's
sudden
with
we're
me.
getting there, and it's like on your forearm.
Yeah, it's on my phone. It's in my head. Like,
Damn.
if I'm coming with you to Yosemite, the phone's staying home, but I am bringing a little camera just to remember our experience.
Yeah, I mean, you probably would go through like a withdrawal.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and you go through withdrawal with anything. You go through withdrawal with sugar.
What?
Like anything that you're used to in your life, you will go through some sort of withdrawal probably. Like
do.
even the gym, honestly, like
Oh, I don't know if I have that.
if you are regularly going to the gym and say you get injured,
Yeah.
for sure you're gonna be like, oh man, I want those endorphins that my muscles excrete when I lift heavy things. You know what I'm saying?
I can see the vision,
Okay.
but I don't know if for me missing the gym would cause me like,
Well, I'm feeling that right now, low key, because I injured myself playing hockey.
Oh, you did.
I
How many
did kind of.
How many sports do you play?
Hockey's like my main sport.
Really?
Ice hockey, yeah.
Oh, because you grew up in Colorado. Well, you didn't
Mhm.
grow up in Colorado. You kind of grew up here.
I kind of grew up here.
So when were you playing hockey?
I started when I was 3.
What?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
Wait, it's just like pond hockey. Like you're just like out on the lake in the mountains of Colorado, and we're just like playing hockey.
Like on skates?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you ski?
I ski and snowboard a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty good at skiing.
I just learned how to ski for the first time.
Oh, really? Where'd you go? Like Mammoth?
No, France.
Oh, wow. Bougie.
Yeah.
I like it.
It was really cool.
Wow.
And it was beautiful, and I was like, I skied every day. It was really good for my mental health.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You can't check your phone when you're skiing.
Trust. Trust.
You're like, wait 1 second.
I found,
Selfie.
I found a way.
Nice. Well, I guess the chairlift. But
Oh
then
no,
if you
I
drop
didn't
it,
really advance to the chairlift until the last day. But my ski
well.
instructor is named Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
You would love him. He has a zip line course in Mallorca.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wild.
No,
He
he's
like owns it?
hmm So half the year he spends on his zip line course in Mallorca, and then the other half he spends in Courchevel, France.
Wow.
It's like that
want-
sounds like a nice life. You know
That
what
sounds
I mean?
great. Yeah.
And he just skis, but he would have to ski backwards while I skied forward, holding on to him, because I would fall.
That's kind of cute.
It was really cute. We were best friends.
That's tight.
We were best friends by the end of it.
I love skiing for that though. You're just like on the mountain, and it's beautiful, and you're out in nature. It's just like it's vibes.
But hockey's your favorite?
Yeah, hockey gives me. Yeah, hockey is therapeutic.
Do you go to therapy?
I have,
Okay.
but I don't currently.
Well, what? Why?
But Loki's like she's so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if here's the thing. I see that it would be beneficial, for sure. I don't think I necessarily need it.
I don't know if you need it either, honestly. You're really in touch with nature, yourself.
Yeah, and I think too, like a lot of my core relationships can help me with what I need at this time in my life,
Mhm.
so I can rely on them for that, which is a blessing for sure.
Are you scared to turn 30?
You know what? I can feel that there's a real transition happening in my life.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely something to it, but I don't think I'm scared. No. I think recently, especially, I've been more consistently joyful. Yeah, I just know more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel physically. I feel really good and strong.
Well, you are.
Um,
So that would make sense.
You know what I mean? And like, yeah, I feel like I have a better idea of like what matters and the power. Like, just I just feel like I got a good grasp of things right now. So I think it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like you're approaching prime. So it's like I don't think I'm there yet. I guess what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
Like
I know. Kind of.
you're 25, so you got a 5 years till you're 30.
Don't remind
It feels.
me.
I'm telling you, it doesn't. It's not that scary. It doesn't. It's
Well,
like-
30s apparently are the new 20s, so I'll take it.
for sure. What do you have there?
My tell me what's wrongs.
Oh.
This one's messy.
Oh boy.
I need help. Oh my god, I literally know what to prescribe. Sorry. I'm abroad right now, and I keep seeing my best friend and boyfriend back at home posting pictures really close to each other. There is a rumor that they are hooking up. What do I do?
Well, you seem to think you had the remedy.
There is a movie with Emma Roberts called Wild Child.
Okay.
And do you know?
You should watch that movie.
And in the movie, she goes abroad.
Yeah, and her best friend gets
and
her
her
with
boyfriend hook up and cheat on
Bummer.
her. So I think your boyfriend is cheating on you with your best friend.
That's so tough.
And I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but in this case, it will be. I think it's the truth.
Dang.
Because normally when I'm
gonna go the opposite route. Like I wouldn't just put yourself through unnecessarily pain and emotional turmoil on an assumption. I don't think that's a wise decision to make.
For sure.
So if I were you, I think for yourself, you're probably best off thinking
positive.
Whatever your situation is. I love this person and I trust this person, and I'm gonna do my best to have faith in the situationship until I'm proven wrong. That seems to be the more comfortable version for that person personally.
100%. So what you have to do is you have to get a friend that is a spy.
Yeah.
And you have
hire
to
a PI, dude.
And you have to get this friend.
Oh, that's so
maybe
tough.
follow your boyfriend's car one day or follow that girl's car and just
if you do that, you're gonna find what you're looking for, though.
But then wouldn't you rather find it sooner rather than later?
Well, I mean, but also it's like they could just be innocently hanging out platonically.
They're probably not.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I think after I've seen Wild Child one too many times.
Oh, it's so tough because there's not a lot of context in the question.
Right.
Like I wish I knew how long you guys have been dating.
Right. So
I wish I would have known why your best friend and your boyfriend are hanging out.
So maybe we
You know
have
what
this
I'm saying?
as a call to action for the pussies. Maybe a little more context is necessary.
Potentially, because
I think
there's
if
a
you
lot
ask
of
the pussies for more context, they'll give it to you.
we need more context. Good luck.
Okay, cool. That wasn't like the PSA I was hoping for, but it was the
Oh.
PSA I got.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. My sister is 35 and dating a 22-year-old.
Ooh.
It would be fine, but he is a freak. He is in love with playing disc golf and spits in a can 24/7. One time he overheard me talking about his hideous neon yellow jacket, and now it is awkward. I love this girl. I've told her I don't like him, but she continues to bring him around all the time. What should I do? It's not your problem.
That's the worst. That's such an awkward situation to be in. When you're
So
like,
you do gossip.
well, after hockey, I might be like, dude, this one player is like not a smart player. Or I'll be like, what is with his breakout or whatever. And then he might be in the locker room next door, and I'll like go to shower, and I'm like, oh, he heard everything I said. So that definitely doesn't feel great.
But there's nothing you can do. Gossip is human nature. And you didn't like his hideous neon yellow jacket.
I thought it was the other way around. He didn't like her hideous yellow jacket.
No, if
She
she did
doesn't
not
like
like her neon jacket,
He's out.
it would be war.
He's done.
But she does not like his neon jacket.
Got you.
I don't think jackets are meant to be neon yellow unless it's a raincoat. And I
That
say
is definitely a loud color.
it's a loud color and
For
it's
sure.
for raincoats. I actually bought a a very bright yellow jacket because the main character in Dark
I thought
has
you were going to say yellow jackets.
no, but also that. And it finally rained the other day, and I pranced around in my yellow rain jacket, and I felt like Curious George.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. I like Curious George.
yeah. So I would prescribe Curious George.
Yeah, for sure. Also, maybe just buy him a jacket,
No,
but you don't like him.
You should like
Tell your
him.
sister to buy him a jacket.
Yeah, I don't.
Sometimes girls do have to be like, wear this, honey.
Has that ever happened to you? You're pretty stylish.
I like style. I like fashion. But I also like to play around. Like, I'm down to experiment. If someone's like, oh, try this on, I'll be like, okay, well, I'll see if it's cool.
Right. Okay, cool.
Because also my life, like, think about my life. Like, since I was like 10 years old, I was in situations where people were telling me what to wear.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
So when did you?
I'm pretty used to that.
So when did you gain your autonomy back over picking out what you wore?
I couldn't tell you. I don't really know. It was probably not an overnight thing. It was
Right.
probably a gradual, like, oh, this is actually fun and I enjoy this process.
Do you appreciate it now? You think more than you would if you like always had the option? Like, do you have like a special appreciation for like picking out your clothes because there was a time period where you couldn't?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. That's probably there's probably a layer of that, sure, but mostly honestly, if I'm going out, sometimes I have to negotiate whether I want to look stylish and like pop out or if I want to be incognito and like not and be like kind of hidden so I don't have to worry about being approached by people. Sometimes
Do you
that's
like
just
being
the vibe.
Do you like being approached by people?
I have a strange relationship with fame, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Tell me about it.
I definitely like ideas of normalcy,
Mm-hmm.
but I also really like making people feel good,
Mm-hmm.
and I like what I do. So it's a dichotomy for me.
Well, you don't really remember life before it, do you?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, I didn't really have a. Well, I do. Yeah, I do.
Right. Okay.
But like, it happened pretty early on for me.
do you think you want to do this forever? Or do you think you want to kind of aspire for some normalcy at some point in your life?
Well, that's what's interesting about my life is it is surrounded by normalcy to a large extent.
Mhm.
Having a big family,
Right.
going to hockey, like these guys, like it is a relatively normal experience. I'm not out here, hanging out with a bunch of famous people, like doing like these. I have there's moments where I do really extraordinary things, or I get to go to really extraordinary events and such. That's really exciting and fun. Or like, for instance, I get to go on tour
Right.
for some months. But when I'm home, it's like it feels relatively normal, and I feel like that juxtaposition sometimes is like kind of interesting to navigate because I low key forget, and then all of a sudden I'm in like some random airport or something, and then there's like all these people wanting to take a picture of me, and I'm like, oh yeah.
And that's how you remember.
Sometimes, because
Yeah.
I'm not like over here like thinking about it. I'm not one of those people that like really gets high on the idea. I feel like some people do. I don't know if that's not me. I honestly was recently looking into the psychology of attention seeking recently.
Please tell me what you found.
Just that it's natural.
Love to hear it.
And, I honestly could do more on that. But,
I'm very I love attention.
okay.
Yeah, like to my core.
Mm.
Like if I could eat it for dinner, like that's a fast I would
Well, I
do.
feel like most people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people do. I love it. It's interesting. My best friend is a Capricorn, and she like lives off attention as well.
Really? So
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn, and I don't know if I live off attention.
I don't think you do.
Yeah. It
So-
might be because I already, like, I've gotten a lot of it in
and you get
strange
it on
ways.
stage too.
I get it on. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely something that I think about though, because in order to do what I do, like, especially nowadays with social media, a lot of it's like, look at me, and like, I don't really get off on that.
Yeah. Do you ever miss it when you don't have it for a minute? Like when you're not touring or you're not putting out music or there's just like a moment of silence. So you're like, damn, I kind of miss the attention that comes
It's
with
not
this.
from attention though. I don't get like, oh, I need attention. It's like I need to grow and move forward. That's the feeling that I get.
Well, I don't personally know what you mean, no, but like I can see how that's probably the healthy way to think.
Okay.
Yeah. Help. I feel like I'm constantly putting more effort into my relationships and friendships, and I don't know how to fix it. I can't just drop all my friends, but it's incredibly draining, and I'm just so over it. Have you ever been in a situation where you've put more effort in?
Well, I mean, I feel like not in like a friendship situation though.
Okay. Have you ever had a friendship breakup?
No.
Never?
I don't think I have. No.
Wow.
Have you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
I was pretty crazy.
Was it like your habits are getting like I can't
It's
connect
just like
with
we
you
weren't
because
working.
you're high?
We
or
weren't.
something?
No.
Oh, you
no.
were working together.
Yeah.
Well, then that's not a friendship.
No. We just weren't working as friends. It was younger.
Oh.
And, I've had plenty of friendship breakups.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no. In my experience, it's like if we're not vibing, then we just won't hang out.
That's
And
it for you?
I just feel like there's just a natural separation. Like it doesn't. I don't know. I've never felt the need to be like I'm gonna stop hanging out with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll go to Yosemite.
I'll just be like, we just don't hit each other up anymore.
Mhm. I'll go to Yosemite, but you know what you need to do for me then?
What?
Real Housewives of New York.
Okay.
And you need to sit
We'll
with me.
binge watch it.
Yes.
In the van.
You need to sit with me and you need to watch, I want to say, the entirety of. When is Jill and Bethany's breakup? Season 3, right?
You want me to watch 3 seasons?
No.
of reality TV?
We can just start with.
Oh, no.
Or we can watch. You know what? We are gonna watch Salt Lake City. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because
Is there a Real Housewives in every city?
Salt Lake City, Atlanta, New York, New Jersey, Potomac, Beverly Hills.
And you've seen them all?
I've seen most of them. Yeah,
No
I'm not in
kidding.
not in like in its entirety. There used to be Dallas. I think that was like one season. There was Dubai. There's Miami.
Oh my goodness.
Orange County.
Wow.
And I think that's it. But
That's impressive that you know that even, honestly.
Really?
I feel like, yeah.
Thank you.
You're like a marathon.
I mean,
watcher.
Housewives will change your life. Like, I know you think like, oh, this is so not me, but like a lot of men love Housewives.
I can get down with a little bit of reality TV.
No. You don't understand this. You watch Housewives?
It's just like totally petty, huh?
No, it is an examination of the human psyche. It's Marvel for gay people. It's
No
literally like it will change every part of your being. Like, I don't know how to describe how amazing this show is.
Wow.
There are these two best friends, Lisa and Meredith, right? Okay, and they are like, oh, well, actually, you know what? This isn't going to hook you. This will hook you. There is this woman named Jen Shaw, okay? This is like what really, really, like I always watched Housewives as a kid, but this really dove me in. She was committing fraud against the elderly. She gets arrested by the FBI on camera. They're filming. And she gets
Damn.
arrested in a raid on the Sprinter van while they are filming.
So wait, if a SWAT team pulls up and they raid an establishment, why wouldn't they also be like, stop filming, like because from my experience or my understanding, when the raid is happening, they want everyone cooperating.
The devil works hard, but Bravo works harder. And
You're kidding.
they have like hidden well, it was
Because they
so like Jen Shaw, she gets a call
that's wild.
and she's like and then she leaves the Sprinter van. 5 minutes later, an entire swarm of FBI agents show up and they're like, where the fuck did Jen Shaw go? And everyone's like, wait, she just left. And they're like, she's literally under arrest and she is in jail now.
Wow.
And
Yeah, fraud's no joke.
no, fraud is no joke. But anyway, what I was going to say was the friendship breakup I was thinking about was Lisa and Meredith because there was a moment where Lisa forgot to take her mic off.
And
And
she was talking shit?
you want to hear it?
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm done with her. Meredith can go herself. I'm done with her. Because I'm not a whore and I don't cheat on my husband. Her and her dumb family that poses. Why don't you own a house? Wait, you can't. Because your husband changes jobs every 5 minutes? Meredith is a piece of I have your back and I'm offended by that. You, that piece of garbage whore. I hate her. She's a whore. She's half of New York. She can go herself. Meredith.
So wait, that was her friend?
Best friend.
Best friend.
That
doesn't seem
you are
very
missing
friendly at
out,
all.
Ross. Oh my god, we need like seriously like.
I definitely hope, like, if you're my friend and you talk, like, I probably wouldn't want to be your friend either. I get it.
Oh, I thought you were saying I'm your friend.
No, I'm saying,
Oh.
if someone says that about
I
you,
got really excited.
they're not your friend.
Am I your friend?
Yeah, for sure. You wouldn't say that about me, right?
I would no, I would never say that about you. But I would say you were my friend.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got the two confused.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's outrageous.
It's
though.
outrageous, right?
For sure.
But good TV. No,
100%.
we'll watch. This pains me to say, but I've been dating the same guy for the past.
Wait, did we ever answer the last one?
Oh, no. What was it? Oh, it was
It's her friends.
Oh, she puts too much effort in. Oh, you gotta let them, as Mel Robbins would say. Let them.
Let them go?
No, like let them do their thing, and And,
Yeah, for sure.
and like will come to you. You stop
100%.
over putting in time.
Yep, 100%.
Let them.
Focus on yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Put some love into yourself.
Yeah. Oh, love that energy.
Mm-hmm.
This pains me to say, but I've been dating the same guy for the past 5 years, and he's not the best at showing affection to me.
What? It pains you to say that you've been in a committed relationship?
Yeah,
That sucks.
break up. And I've been feeling super weird about it. How do I tell my boyfriend I need more effort? I think you break up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say break up, but you can't expect people to change. I mean, I definitely think people grow. I definitely think people learn, and I think that's through experience. And I think, unfortunately, people will be better lovers after heartbreak.
Really?
As sad as that is.
Did you find that true for yourself?
I learned a lot. I definitely learned a lot, for sure. But you haven't been heartbroken.
No, never.
Have you ever been in love?
No, never.
Really? I'm so excited for you.
I've been infatuated.
Sure.
Never in love.
Sure.
I'm excited for myself too. I don't know. As I said, I think God is like, not yet, sweet cheeks.
Yeah, maybe not yet, but maybe at some point though.
I just think like Louise, imagine me heartbroken.
Oh no.
I'm
Is
very
that like
dramatic.
broken TVs? Oh no, but you're also suspicious or superstitious. Superstitious. That's the word I meant to say.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't break anything probably.
No.
That's good.
No, I am very superstitious.
Yeah.
Now I need to.
Do you think that has something to do with you not being in a relationship?
Well, I think about worst case scenario,
Oh, okay.
and like the second someone starts showing me affection, I'm like,
Mhm.
goodbye.
Mm-hmm. So you're in an avoidant attachment style.
Yes, you're so wise. And we're back. Ooh, what was that?
You never been to the club where they do that?
I think you're going to different clubs.
Oh.
I think you're going to cooler clubs than I'm going to.
I don't know. Honestly, I love like a dive bar.
I would love to go to a dive bar with you.
Yeah, like you play some pool.
You listen to Taylor
Hang out.
Swift?
I know some Taylor Swift songs, but I can't say I'm an avid listener.
Oh, okay, well, you know what I was thinking of. Dive bar on the east side, where you at?
Is that a newer song?
No, it's from Reputation, so
Okay.
2017.
See, I know what that record is.
Did you listen to Brat at all this summer?
No, not really. But Charlie XCX was at the Troye Sivan show, and obviously Troy did a whole tour with her.
Right.
So I kind of was like, I probably should have said hi. We crossed each other in a hall, and we're like, "What's up?" But like,
She's
I probably
so
could have
cool.
introduced myself. Yeah, I think she seems like a really cool person though.
She is. She's like
Yeah.
the best. That album is just life changing.
Oh, dude, it was the soundtrack of the summer.
And it was just like,
It was such a great moment for pop, though.
it was the best moment
Like
for pop.
Brat, and
Chapel,
then Short
Sabrina.
and Sweet, and then Midwest Princess. Like
Yeah.
that was like a really
It was good.
great year, honestly.
It was a great,
the
great
pop
year.
star.
And then there was a Taylor album, and
Yeah.
what else? Who else released last year? There was a million people that released. It was a great, great year for pop.
Yeah, it really was.
But
Super fun.
you should, if you ever feel like being messy, you should listen to Brat.
Okay. Cool.
It's like
I've definitely peeked at it. I've definitely like listened to it. But when you say did you listen, I'm thinking
No,
like
the whole
was
thing.
it on repeat?
right. It's such an album that if you're going all in, you're all in, and it's
Sure.
like it's a mindset. Like the whole album, I think that's why it resonated so well. Because like
100%.
people committed to the mindset of Brat.
Yeah, it was a cultural. It
Yeah.
had cultural significance.
I don't remember the last time an album really shifted culture in a way that Brat did.
Well, a lot of albums I think do that, but just on different levels.
Yeah.
But I think for an album to really be successful, it has to do that to some capacity.
Right. It's like Beyonce's self-titled when she did, or Lemonade when she did a visual album.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shifted culture in the sense that she surprise dropped it, so that brought back surprise drops.
Mhm.
People started releasing music on Thursday nights as opposed to Monday nights. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me. And like, she kind of, I don't know. I think she like at the time of that Beyonce album, it was a lot of like she says this like single, and she kind of brought back the idea of like a real and true album.
Mm.
You listen to Bon Iver?
I do. He's just released, or he's announced an album. Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Bon Iver lately. I just feel like you would listen to him.
Yeah. I think there's definitely some good stuff in that catalog for sure.
My boyfriend has this new job, and I'm really proud of him. He wanted it, and he deserves it. However, it's taking up a lot of time and headspace now, so much so as he forgot our anniversary this weekend. Best prescription. Like, I want him to be happy, but is that unacceptable? Yes, it's unacceptable. It reminds me of The Devil Wears Prada. Have you ever seen The Devil Wears
I
Prada?
have, yeah, but not
Do you
in a long
remember
time.
when she forgets his birthday? Because she's at, like, and not the Met Gala, but she's at some very important
Mm.
thing with Meryl Streep, and I think maybe a little slack can be cut
Yeah.
his first time around.
I think so too.
I think if he's a loving and caring boyfriend all around, you can definitely cut some slack.
For sure.
But I think going forward, like it's a priority. But I think when you're starting out a new job and it's hard, like there is something to be said for working for yourself and not
Yeah.
And like if that's the only issue you're having, then I don't think it doesn't mean he doesn't love you. I just think it means he really cares about what he's doing right now.
Yeah, 100%. Also, I feel like this is another context situation
100%.
where it's like, how did he react when he found out he forgot? Or like,
right. We need more
did he make up
context.
for it? I feel like there's other factors. Like, I guess what is she asking? She's not asking. She's just asking if that's okay.
She's just like, I'm not down.
She
Like,
just
this
wants
is
more
like-
attention.
She's just like, is this I want him to be happy, but is that unacceptable? I don't think it's unacceptable that he missed it. I think it's an issue.
Yeah.
But no relationship is clean of that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I think about that.
Interesting.
And I prescribe The Devil Wears Prada. You should really watch it.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I fell in love with a guy that made it clear he only wanted friends with benefits. He lives in another state and we talk all the time. He sends so many mixed signals one minute. He sends so many mixed signals. One minute he wants to be with me and the next we're just friends. Should I walk away now or get with him and hope something stems from that?
Ooh. I think ultimately some self-respect is attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just keep giving into his whims, then he's going to keep doing the same thing. So ultimately, you're probably going to have to be like, you know what, this doesn't work for me. If it doesn't work for you, if it works for you, it works for you.
Right.
But if you're already like, you know what, I want a relationship, you probably got to go somewhere else.
I would prescribe probably no strings attached or friends with benefits, which actually, and I've said this during the last episode, came out during the same summer.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about.
No.
It's okay. That's what I prescribe.
Nice.
Well, that was our last Tell Me What's Wrong.
That's it?
You want? I mean, there's a few more, but I just didn't.
Dang it.
One, do you actually want to do more?
Can I let me read one?
Okay, read one that we haven't read yet.
Okay. I have such a victim mentality, and I want to be better. What's your advice for overcoming this mindset and taking control of this toxic behavior? Wow. First of all, good on you for noticing that. A victim mentality is definitely difficult to navigate.
I had one the other night. I was like really self-pitying myself after the bar one night.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, I'm really playing victim right now.
Totally.
And sometimes it's okay to play victim.
That's what makes it so challenging is this like when is that the accurate reasonable response? It's like when can you actually say, well, I am being treated unfairly, poorly.
I think when it like overtakes your life and you're just complaining about stuff that's fixable, then that's a problem. That's
100%.
That's what I do. So I was in the car and I was like, okay, well, I know that this victim mentality I have right now, like when it's based in like, oh, well, that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's a victim mentality, and like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was having the other night. I was like, that's not fair, and it's like, well, life isn't fair.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. I have moments of this as well.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's just something you got to chip away at, right?
Mhm.
Like you just got to like try to change your thoughts into a more gratitude approach.
Yeah, I think it's just about how you talk to yourself.
How you talk to yourself for sure, and how you start your mornings.
How do you
is
start your
huge.
morning?
Well, I'm not perfect, but it's nice to be in the sun.
You start every morning in the sun.
If I mean, I'd like to.
Yeah.
It's probably not. I mean, I live in LA though, so
Yeah.
it's like I get a lot. The sun's there.
Do you get affected by the seasons easy?
I think everyone does
Yeah, I definitely do.
for sure. Like your body has a response to
Right. I love summer.
well, yeah, because there's a lot of sun, there's a lot of energy. It just makes sense.
I'm so excited for summer. Are you excited for summer?
Yeah, I actually, yeah, absolutely.
I can't
What
wait.
What are you excited for?
I'm excited for tour. I've never to tour in the summer sounds fun, and I'm gonna go to Europe for a little, and I'm gonna go be messy. I have a wedding there.
I'm probably gonna go to Europe after my tour too.
Where?
I'll probably be around the western side of Europe.
Should we link up?
Yeah. Where are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be in
Italy?
France in June,
Okay.
and then after my tour ends in July, I would like to go to Italy
Nice.
or Spain.
I want to go to Italy too.
I love Italy,
Italy's amazing.
but
There's so many great spots, honestly.
yeah.
So many great spots.
Well, Ross, what did we learn today? Yeah, that's usually the response I get.
I think we learned a lot of good things. We learned that Prada slippers are comfortable.
Yes, they are.
We learned that
I learned that your loafers are also comfortable, even though they're very big on me.
they're not bad.
Yeah, they're
They
very
probably could
comfortable.
use like a little cleaning.
And they also like don't look
Some-
bad with me. I learned that I kind of look good in loafers.
Yeah, loafers are in right now, I'd
yeah,
say.
I'm definitely enjoying these loafers. I also
Yeah.
learned that we're gonna go to Yosemite
Yeah. And the importance of being in the real world.
and touching grass.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Also, we learned about some great shows to watch. And
you learned about some great shows to watch.
I learned about some great shows to watch and how important Real Housewives is
Yes.
culturally.
You will love it.
I'm sure I
And
will.
you're
Honestly,
you're gonna love it. And you're gonna hate that you love it.
I know. And I'm probably going to be like, these people are crazy.
Yeah, but then you're gonna start like rationalizing with them.
Oh, sure.
Like
you
gonna
like pick a side.
Yes, always. And you're going to start being like, well, Bethany should have done this, that, and the third. And like,
Damn.
you know, you're going to love it. You're
Yeah.
going to love it.
Okay.
Start with Salt Lake. Trust.
Okay. And we also learned that
The pussy needs to give more context.
more context would be helpful.
Yeah. I really think that isn't something
But
we
it's
can
also
all
hard
work
because,
on.
like, these aren't the biggest postcards in the world, and we don't need a whole monologue.
I don't mind it sometimes.
I mean, if it's like a really good, juicy story, I'm down.
Yeah, I once got it. I think I've had some in the past. They're
I'm
really
sure.
good, yeah. Well, Ross, thank you for coming on Therapuss.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You
I had a
can
good
listen
time.
to Ross's new album with he's half of the band, The Driver Era, with his brother. It's called Obsession. It's out April 11th.
Yep.
And he's back on tour in March.
Yep.
You can see him then.
Yep.
Well, do you want to say goodbye to the pussies?
Bye, pussies.
Hi, pussies.
He's got you on the hook. He's slaying and he's shook. It's Therapuss.